Oh, the 10th standard results. It seems actually really long ago. Maybe I don't even have such detailed memories of what happened the day before or the on the day of it. I just remember that I don't think I was ever scared or excited for the result. It was just another exam. Actually, that's the way my father always used to say. Whatever has been done during the exams, that is what you have to be worried. Before the exams, be worried about it. Not when your results are coming, because that can't be helped. And basically, our atmosphere in the house was always a very cool one. Nobody really stressing about marks or anything. And I think that has gone down into my system as well. Till date, I never get worried for any result in anything of life. So it was just another result. I was actually more excited that I'll be going back to school to see my friends and all. I more or less knew how my papers had gone, and that was it's always been that I could actually guess approximately how much I would be getting in the exam, and it would be always around that only. So I have never been receiving oh छप्पर फाड़ के मिल गया या बहुत कम आ गया. Always been an average, and that's how my results came. I was super thrilled. No rituals in my house about I think I was one of the highest mark percentage हमारे family में, so it was always a celebration in my house. And celebration means यार इसको इतना मिला, happy, everybody is happy about what it is. Among the friends, actually I was more keen to know Lata's results, Lata Murthy, because for me she was the guru always. I used to look up to her, and I always thought that she would top the school. And for me, knowing what she would be at what level always made me happy. So I think friends all were pretty much happy with what marks they got, I think. Because जैसे बोला याद कुछ नहीं है इतना तो, but I can just and that's it. Waiting, yes, always wanted to go to NM college to do my commerce, and standing in the queue for almost 6 to 8 hours. We thought we had gone early, but realized that we have been pretty late. The line was pretty long to get, and luckily I came under local category quota, and I got my name in the list, in the second list. So that's it. Nothing like oh my god, ऐसे खुश. That's simple as that.
Hello everyone. Wow, what a request by Sud. Remembering our 10th standard results. I never realized until he had sent out a note that, it's been 40 years since we kind of graduated out of school. Doesn't seem like yesterday, but doesn't seem that long either. What do I remember and recall of that time? Obviously, to some degree, I was nervous. On some days, I was even shitting in my pants as to what will happen, how many marks will I get, where will I get the admission. सोचने में बहुत टाइम जाता था, particularly the last week or two before the results. On that particular day, actually on the previous day, what had happened is Anil Bora and I think Jayesh Desai, maybe it was just Anil Bora who visited the Indian Express office and got hold of the results. I think in those days the Bombay board or the Pune board used to publish those results to the newspaper. So he got hold of the results. I remember it was a Sunday evening. I think our results came on Monday morning, and it was a Sunday evening, and he, I think, then went to meet Jayesh Desai, and they discussed the results. They went to Venu's house and brought Venu along to my home, and they started discussing the numbers, etc., as to who has got how much. And at that time, I got the first inkling of my results. Maybe it could be true, maybe it could be false. But then when I went to the school next morning, yes, it was true, the same results which Anil Bora got from the Indian Express office, is what I got on my mark sheet. I can't recall who I'd met in the school at that time, because everybody was coming in batches and collecting the results. So I don't think I ran into many people. I do recall Rukmani teacher asking me that day, Chotu Rukmani, about how many marks I got, what is it that I'm going to do. I think she was generally happy with my results. So was Kirtikal principal. I think he and even Babu sir, I think. They were a little pleased with the results I got. So I don't know whether they were expecting that, I wouldn't score as much, or I was kind of a gone case and hence were surprised. I don't know whether pleasantly, but everybody was congratulating me. So yeah, that's what I remember of that day. It was nice. And I think I applied for admission next day, which I got in 3-4 days time within that week. And yeah, it's been a long journey. It's been nice. Nice to be connected with all of you. Bye bye. Cheers.
Yeah, hello friends. Good evening. As requested by our dear friend Sudarshan, I'm just expressing some of my feelings and emotion that I went through on the day our S.S.C results were declared. The day was normal because क्या हुआ था ना, my cousin brother ना, who used to work at Southern Command, Koregaon Park, Pune. He had good contacts with the S.S.C board, Pune board. So he leaked the results good 15-20 days before the actual date. So 20 days पहले मुझे रिजल्ट पता चल गया था. एक्चुअली फुल रिजल्ट्स ने खाली इतना पता चला कि पास हो गया करके बस. कि द ओनली सस्पेंस वॉज कितना परसेंटेज मिला है, दैट्स द ओनली सस्पेंस. वो दिन वी जस्ट नॉर्मल डे था. सुबह उठा, had a bath, breakfast, prayers, and then off to school. We had gone early in the morning, I remember around 8:39. उस टाइम पे शायद कोई नहीं था उधर. Our dear late Mr. Kirtikar was there. So the moment I saw him, I just said good morning. He just ignored it and demanded to see my hall ticket. I gave him the hall ticket. He went inside the staff room and gave the result, their mark sheet. That's it. I was there hardly for maybe 10 minutes as such. And I don't remember meeting any of our school friends. अगर कोई उस दिन मुझसे मिला था होता तो शायद काइंडली रिफ्रेश माई मेमोरी. मेरे ध्यान से कोई मुझे मिला नहीं था उस दिन. एक आध दो मिला भी होंगे, बट मुझे ध्यान याद नहीं आ रहा है कौन मिला था. In our society, we three were there. Me, my twin brother, Santosh, and one more our friend, Piyush Patel. He was from that Sadhana school, Santa Cruz West. So amongst the three, I was the one who scored the maximum. Highest मुझे ही मिला. और इतना कुछ खास मार्क्स नहीं थे, but just enough to get me admission in commerce stream Matric college. That's it. So that's all I remember, and I take care of it. Have a nice day, friends. Good night.
Hi. The thought of the feelings on the day before the result and on the day of the result, even now brings all those excitement back. I think it was the first time that I didn't know my result in advance, because all the years, Mummy being a teacher, we did have some hint about what the result would be like. But this was something waiting to know the unknown. And on the day of the result, as usual, early morning, sabka pav padna, go to the temple, keep ₹1 to Sai Baba and tell beda par kar dijiye. And it was fun. After going to the school, more than the results, meeting friends, and then, "Arey, tera kya, mera kya, ye hua, wo," the chatter. Oh, that was very, 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 very exciting. Also, what I remember the most was going to the staff room, because Mummy was a teacher. I just went there to give that one peda to all the teachers. The teachers are more excited. "Arey, tumko itna mila, usko kitna mila, usko kitna mila." They want to know about everyone, and the best part of it was all the teachers knew all the children by name, which I don't think nowadays you find anymore. After the result, what excited me was most was I was waiting to go at a far off place to study so that nobody can see me from the balcony or from the living room what I'm doing. Otherwise, all the years it was like jump the wall, reach the school, jump the wall, come back home, or at the most just take a round. But this was like from east to west, and even if it just meant crossing the bridge for us, it was like, dur ja rahe. And yes, I still remember Daddy going and standing in the queue for admissions at 4 o'clock in the morning. Though they had said direct admissions for all who scored above that percentage. But we were literally in for a rude shock to see that yes, O line P was a serpentine queue. And usse bhi exciting was going to that NM college and having the same our school friends gang. Wow. Those were the very lovely years we spent. And still they bring back lot of smiles on our face. That's it.
So Darshan sir has assigned me the task of sharing my experiences that I remember from our S.S.C results declaration day from 40 years ago. Try as I may, I just cannot remember the exact or even inexact sketchy details of the day. I do vaguely remember the sentiments leading up to the day. We all know how much of a landmark point in our lives this was made out to be by our parents, our teachers, our relatives, our neighbors, and over a period of time, even we ourselves. It was deeply ingrained that this is the milestone in our lives that would determine our futures. If we did well, we were all set for the future. God forbid, if we did mediocre or not well, we would be doomed for life. If you had other older siblings in the household who had done exceptionally well, the baggage was that much heavier to carry on. Although my folk with lot of hopes and expectations in me had sent me to get admission forms from the cream institutions such as Ruparel and Parley College, I knew deep in my mind that they were totally out of my reach based on my preparations and my prelim results. I knew the results would be okay, but not definitely great by any stretch. So I had equipped myself with the admission forms from my in-reach colleges such as GBES Junior College and Mithibai only in Vilepalli resident quota. As for the proverbial excitement to leave the school with its usual restrictions and venturing out in the very first emancipated phase of our lives, I had none. I was sadder than excited. I felt very comfortable, secured, and safe in the school environment with my group of friends and familiar teachers. I felt very comfortable in school uniform and very out of place in fancy clothes. Now I would be required to have more sets of clothes than just the 2 sets of uniform that could be worn and laundered alternately. People would notice readily if I repeated my wardrobe that frequently. I was going to miss so many things about our school. The thought of having to go to a different learning institution than what I was used to for the last 12 years was daunting. I do know that the day the results arrived, I could tell that the boards were very legit because I had secured the outcome that I had exactly deserved and expected. Not completely to the satisfaction of my folk, but one that made me happy and the one that made me just about sneak into Mithibai College, my personal first choice, in the second wait list in local residence quota, and one that was enough for me to get 50 rupees award for first class grade from my father's workplace at a small ceremony. As for the day itself, I think I went to the school when not too many people were around later in the afternoon to collect my mark sheet and promptly went back home, not bothering to find out my friends' results. I have no memories of either overt celebrations or regrets. So there, hope Sudarshan sir will not be disappointed by my scrappy, vague account.
Hello friends, so we are talking about our S.S.C results, which was around 40 years back. I hardly remember uh, details of that day. Uh, what I remember is we were excited about the results coming in, but that day somebody in the morning, I don't remember who it was. It was either Juicer or somebody, Shankar, who called me up and already told me what result I had got. So the excitement for me had died down even before I had gone to collect it from school. But on the way to the school, I was thinking, what about the others? How much did they get? How did they fare? Did all my friends do well or not? Uh, in in school, I don't remember having met lot of people. I remember having met Jayesh, I think, Juicer and Shankar. Others, I think I had gone slightly late to collect my results. I think most of the students had come and already collected and gone by that time. So, and after the results, when I came home, they were not uh, there's sense of happiness and all, uh, because uh, in my generation I was the first person to pass off this exam, so there was a sense of happiness, and another was a sense of concern on where what stream I'm going to choose, which college I'm going to choose, whether I'm going to get what I want. Those are the vague details, and 40 years is almost a lifetime to remember things in any greater detail than that. From an excitement perspective, there was a bit of a mixed feelings which was there, and but it died down, settled down. Those butterflies in our stomach settled down once I heard the what I had got, and that's mostly about it. And most of my friends and people whom all my students which were there in my division and in the other divisions, I think fairly almost everybody did fairly well and got into colleges where they wanted to go, except for few exceptions. That's all I had to say for the results. Thanks, bye.